Hey guys, what is up? It is SSD Middleman here with GuidesForUsAll, and today we're going to be reviewing a newly released horror shooter game called Unloved. Unloved was formerly in early access, but I will be reviewing only the final product that is currently the full release. Unloved is a cooperative shooter with a horror atmosphere based on the Doom 2 mod by the same name and same creator. The game focuses on looting and surviving as you make your way through haunting, blood-covered rooms. We're going to be breaking this review up into a few portions, starting off with gameplay. The gameplay in Unloved is very fast-paced when enemies are swarming at you, but can become slow-paced at times depending on the game mode you're playing. There are 4 game modes currently available: Ultraviolence, the default game mode; Arcade Style, which is a much faster-paced game mode with more items and monsters; Classic Horror, which is the opposite, a much slower-paced game mode with less items and enemies but larger maps; and finally Hot Mode, in which time only moves when you move. You can find some nice variety in these game modes since the maps are randomized. You can also find the options to customize the size of the map you play in, the difficulty, and the map in the start screen. Once you're in, your objective is to collect 3 crests: the Blood Crest, then the Moon Crest, then the Sun Crest. You use these crests to open doors and progress through the level. Now, while you're running around looking for these, monsters will attack you and you must defend yourself. Loot is scattered around the map, such as ammo, new weapons, collectibles, weapon mods, health, and armor. These will all serve to help you survive against the many types of enemies, speaking of which, I should mention them now. There are 8 types of enemies in normal games. Each enemy has their own unique behavior and attacks, plus a unique counterpart that has double health or different attacks, so you must learn what each enemy does if you plan to survive. There isn't too much variety in the weapon department, but it works well. Normally you'll start with a pistol, and around the map you might find an SMP, a shotgun, a nail gun, or a railgun. Each weapon takes its own kind of ammo that you must also loot around the map. Once you reach the final room, you have to fill 7 machines with your own blood, taking away some of your health each time you fill a machine. After this, you can finally return to the starting room and complete the mission. Once you're done with the mission, you can see your rewards, which segues into my next section: character customization and unlockables. Finishing a mission will reward you with a variety of things depending on what you looted. You will get Karma, which is essentially XP that you spend on a variety of things; Q, which is used to unlock titles; ink bottles, which are located in the mission and are used to unlock different color schemes for your outfit; photos, which are also looted, which can be used to unlock memories that grant you more karma; and finally trinkets, which are the core system used to level up your character. Trinkets are items that give you a stat boost depending on which slots these trinkets fit in. For example, if you have an ammo case trinket, it might increase the maximum amount of shotgun or pistol ammo you can hold. Other trinkets can increase max health, weapon damage, movement speed, and more. This is how you'll make your character stronger and be able to play more difficult missions. You can upgrade your trinkets by using karma and fragments, which you use by breaking down extra trinkets that you don't need. This adds a nice bit of replayability into the game, as you'll feel a sense of progression each time you get a new trinket or upgrade an old one. If you're wondering about your character's level, that is just the added level of your trinkets. In regards to character customization, the only real thing that you can change visually are your name, title, and color scheme. Unfortunately, that's it. Next, we'll be talking about difficulty. The game can be pretty difficult even on the default setting. There are 6 difficulty settings, which each have a recommended level that you should reach before playing, although you don't have to reach that level to try those difficulties. I found that many first-time players will struggle even on the lowest settings, so be prepared to die a few times as you get used to the game. The enemies can swarm you unexpectedly, and they usually come in big packs. The main ones you'll be worried about are the clowns and the witches. Clowns are fast and have homing ranged projectile attacks, as well as a powerful melee attack. Witches are interesting. They can damage you as long as they can see you, and their range is very long. You'll want to shoot them and move out of their line of sight quickly to avoid getting hurt too badly. When playing with other people, another difficulty comes up: looting. Loot in this game is universal, so if someone beats you to the weapon you wanted, you're shit out of luck. This could cause frustration in teams if one person is better and gets to all the good loot before you. Fortunately, collectibles, weapon mods, and keys go to all players when one player picks them up, so you don't have to worry about your personal character progression being halted by others. The last portion of this review will be spent talking about some of the game's downsides and bugs. First, we should talk about the latency issues. There's no way to see how your connection to another player will be when you're looking for a game, so sometimes you'll enter a lobby with severe issues, such as teleporting around, or your gunfire might be delayed. Most of the time, this isn't an issue, but the game could definitely use a box next to lobbies showing their ping. The game also has a slight issue with variety. As I mentioned earlier, the maps are randomized, which helps remedy this a little bit, although there are only 4 maps, 5 if you count Twisted, which merges all the maps together. Obviously, more maps could be created in the future, and the different game modes and trinket system will help distract you from the slight repetitive nature of the gameplay. Another issue I have with the game is the main menu interface. is. It feels a bit clunky as you have to click each time you navigate to a new menu. The escape key doesn't bring you back to a previous menu either. This is just a small inconvenience and possibly something that only bothers me, but it feels just a little clunky. That's really all I have to say about Unloved. It's a pretty fun game to pick up and play a mission of when you're bored, and would be an absolute blast to play with friends. I love the old school shooting feel of the game, the fast-paced action, and just the feel of it overall. I got the game on sale for $9, although the normal price tag is $15, so I have to ask, is this game worth the $15 price tag? I'd say that depends on the person. If you like games like Killing Floor or older shooters such as Doom, I believe you will enjoy Unloved quite a bit. On the other hand, if you're more into shooters such as Overwatch or Battlefield, I doubt this game will bring you much entertainment, and you might as well save your money. I'm gonna give Unloved a rating of 6 out of 10. It could do with a bit of polishing and maybe a tutorial to explain the game to new players. I do still have high hopes for the future of this game, and I hope the developer continues to add more to it, as I will continue to play it every now and then. I don't want you to be turned off by my 6 out of 10 rating. This is by no means a bad game. The game just needs a little bit of polishing, and then I would raise my rating on it. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like rating down below and subscribe to see some more videos in the future, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.